I started smoking when I was 14 years old. My dad smoked cigarettes, and he smoked a cigarette that was popular with all the kids at the time. So I would go and sneak a cigarette or two out of his pack and smoke them. And it was absolutely horrible, but it was cool. And at some point, I had got an apartment, and I was so proud of this apartment because it was nice for what I could get, you know. And my father was helping me move some stuff over, and he was having trouble carrying, it still bothers me to say this, but he was having trouble carrying this wicker chair upstairs, you know, and in a very short period after that, he was gone. And it was sort of devastating to me, him dying, because I had been taught that he was this, you know, man of men. No man is as great as your dad. And to see him just reduced like that, it was almost like, we got to find out what did this. And it wasn't something you discussed. It was just something like, why? You know, what could do this to that kind of man? And I've always thought that it had to be the smoking. He didn't have anything else with him. But toward the end, the doctors had told him that he couldn't smoke anymore. He was having a lot of trouble breathing, and he just lost all of his energy. He still had his looks, but you didn't see him, you know, parading around in tank tops and no shirt and everything anymore. You saw him dressed and everything, you know. But it wasn't like age. It was just all of a sudden, you know. And really interesting, when I was diagnosed as diabetic April 12, 2010. I quit February 5th, April 12, 2010. You know, the nutritionist just told me, you know, you can eat more food, but you're going to have to get some exercise in so you can burn up those calories. And that's where the smoking really tied in. Because I thought, if I have to exercise, there's no way I can go back to smoking. I already know I can't run upstairs and smoke, and now I can run up the stairs. You know, if I exercise, it was like this one other step that came in right when I needed it. You know, it was like I needed something that says you can't possibly go back to smoking now because, you know, you have this thing. And even though can't possibly with me is always like, you might, you know, but it was important to be able to say, hey, I ride 9 miles a day. It is important to you know, at the time I wasn't yet, but, you know, it'd be nice to be able to get there. And then once I got there, you know, the smoking became less of a possibility because I was already living without cigarettes. I was already, you know, getting up, and I still crave them sometimes, you know, but the cravings weren't where I had to have them.